So prayer is very important. We have agreed on that, all of us. We are never going to argue about prayer. Prayer, if you don't have prayer, definitely you are bound to have a demon. So prayer becomes very vital, very important, very necessary. We can't do away with prayer. But number two, how do we pray? Which prayers are effective? How do I make my prayer life effective? What makes prayer powerful? Is the power of prayer in the prayer itself, or the power of prayer is in the God that you are praying to? Where is the power of prayer? Place where you normally pray. Have a place where you normally go and you pray. It's important to have a place. You can be praying everywhere. I'm not saying be too religious to a point where if you're far away from the place then you can't pray. No, I'm saying you can be praying at every point, at every place, in every place, at every time, but there has to be a place where you can go and then you pray. Jesus used to do that. But in this case now, Jesus went to a certain place and he was praying. And as he was praying, it's very important. I want you to follow this. I don't want to take much of your time, but listen to this. As he was praying, and the Bible then says, and when he had ceased praying, that was an opportunity now for these kinds of demons. You need to be a prayerful person in order to close every door that they might want to use to have access into your life. So prayer is very, very important. Make sure that you are prayed up. Don't be lazy to pray, and don't be reminded to pray. I remember I told you that every time you come here, before you even start talking to somebody next to you, you have to just come in here and you start praying. That's a good way of starting your service. Prayer is very important. So it's either you have to be prayerful and you avoid it, or if you are helping somebody who is possessed with a demon of this kind, you also have to be a prayerful person.
Jesus found a serene place away from the crowd. He knelt down and began to pray deeply. His disciples observed from afar, watching intently. Jesus prayed for guidance and strength. The atmosphere grew heavy with a divine presence. When Jesus ceased praying, his disciples approached. They felt compelled to learn from his example. The disciples asked Jesus to teach them to pray. Jesus began to impart wisdom on prayer. He shared the importance of a dedicated prayer place. Jesus emphasized prayer can happen anywhere and anytime. Having a special place for solitude with God is essential. The disciples listened and absorbed his teachings. They vowed to find their own special places to pray. The bond between Jesus and his disciples strengthened.